Okay. So now that we kind of explain what subroutine is, and we also kind of explain what procedure is and function is, the function we're going to do now is a built-in function. Okay, and as we said, a function is a routine that is called, okay, part of an expression, and it returns a value. Unlike the procedure, it does not return, may or may not return a value. Function will return a value. And the function we're going to do right now is a built-in, is Visual Basic built-in function called the Len function. Okay, to explain the Len function, okay, I'm going to create a few variables first. Okay, the first one we're going to create, okay, dim, I'm going to call it text as string. Okay, I'm going to create another one, we're going to call it num for numbers as integer. Okay, and I'm going to create one more, okay, dim, I'm just going to call it ch for char, okay, as, I'm just going to just use it as string, even though I'm going to be looking at characters. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to ask the user to enter some text. Okay, so how do you display message to the user? Console.writeLine. Okay, I'm just going to do console.write. So I want the key cursor to stay at the end of the sentence. Enter text. Okay, right. Now I want to store whatever the user types in, and I want to store it inside the variable called text. Okay, so what do I do? Text. Okay, text equals console.readline. Okay, so now whatever the user enters is going to be stored inside this variable called text. Okay, so the next thing what I want to do, I want to use this len function and see what it does. So if I type in len, and then if I put the variable text, okay, inside it, okay, what this len function will do, it will go and count whatever is inside, okay, the variable text. Okay, doesn't matter how many characters, it will count how many characters this variable text contains, and then we want to store that number in another variable, and we're going to store it into num. So we say num equals len, okay, num equals len, and we give the variable that we want it to count. Okay, so then we can just simply display console dot, okay, console.writeLine, and we want to say total number of char, okay, total number of characters, and then we just want to display the variable num itself. Okay, what that will do, okay, this line, it goes and counts how many characters are there inside this variable called text, and then store that value inside this variable called num. Okay, then console.writeLine, it will display total number of char, whatever the value it is, it will display that. So I'm just going to put one more line to keep the user screen. Okay, now if I run this program, okay, if I run this program, okay, if I run this program, now if I enter, let's say if I enter hello, okay, what do you think will be displayed on the user screen? Yes, if I press enter.
Total number of char 5.
Total number of char 5. Okay, so that's what we're expecting. Yes, total number of char is 5. So in other words, what this len function, what it does is basically it goes, okay, to this variable, whatever the user typed in, okay, and counts. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it stores that number inside this variable called num, and then console.writeLine, it displays total number of char, it displays whatever the total number is. Okay, if we run it again, one more time, okay, and if I type hello world, okay, hello world, yes, if I press enter, 11, okay, because the spaces counted as a character. Okay, so if I press enter, you can see total number of char is 11. Okay, yes.
What if you just done spaces?
If you just do space, it will count as a character. Okay, if I let's run it and see. Let's see what happens. If I run the program,
No text. Just hold the space.
just okay, fine, I can do that. So if I just do, let's say 3 space, 1, 2, 3, press enter. Okay, total number of char is 3. Okay, is understood?
The variable CH.
Okay, I'm going to come to that in a minute. Okay, so now you understand what the len function do. Yes? Okay, so the next one, which is mid. Again, your built-in, okay, function. This one is also a built-in function, and it's called mid. Now we want to do the same thing. Okay, mid function. If I type in the word mid, okay, then I open bracket, and I want to analyze, okay, I want to interrogate the variable text. Okay, first you specify which variable do you want the computer, the function to look into. Which variable? I want you to look at this variable called text. I want you to look at the text. Then the next one, you identify from that particular variable, it's got string of characters. Where do you want it to start from? Do you want it to start from the beginning of the variable, the first character? Do you want it to start from the second character, the third character, the fourth character, the fifth? You can decide. Okay, for now I'm going to decide we're going to start from the beginning, for first character. Okay, then what I'm going to do, one more, you can take this particular character from this location, and you can basically return it and store it in another variable, just like you did with the len function. So you can decide how many characters you want to do that. I'm going to say, for now I'm going to start off with, I'm just going to say 1. Okay, is that understood? Okay, so now where do I want to store it? I want to store it into the variable called ch. Okay, ch. Okay, now what's happening? Ch, store inside ch. Store what? Look at what this variable is. What is inside it? What is the first character? Return the first character, store that first character inside it. Okay, now if I display the ch, console.writeLine, and if I just simply write ch, okay, now if I run the program, and again if I write hello, press enter, what's the first thing I'm expecting?
Total number of char.
Okay, total,
Number of char.
it will display total number of char. How many characters will it display? 5. It will display 5. And then what will happen is, inside this variable text, what's inside it?
1.
What's inside this variable text? What's inside this variable text? Hello, yes. Okay, what is the first character? Location 1. What's inside location 1? H. Return the character H into char, ch. So I'm expecting the H to be displayed. Press enter. Yes, total number of char is 5, H is displayed. Now I'm going to change the location. I'm going to change this to 2. Okay. Now I'm going to run the program again. Okay. Now I'm going to write the word hello again. Hello. I'm going to press enter. I'm expecting on the user screen what to be displayed. First, this one. This will Len function will go count how many characters within this variable called text, store it inside the variable called num, display that total number of char, whatever the variable num contains. Then the mid function, what it will do, it will go and analyze the variable called text. Okay, so you will start from location 2, okay, and return that single character inside the variable called ch. So now let's analyze it. What's inside text? What's inside text? Hello. In the location 2, what is inside location 2? E. Return a single character. So we are expecting a single character to be stored inside ch, okay, inside ch, and that E will be displayed, okay, for this line console.write line ch. If I press enter, you can see total number of char is 5, okay, and for ch it stored E inside there. Is that understood? Okay, I'm going to do one more time for you to understand this part. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, sorry, before we run it, we change the number again. Let's do 4. Okay, change it to 4. Run. Okay, run the program again. Restart hello again. hello. Okay, if I press enter, the first thing you will display, because of len function, you calculate how many characters and store it inside num, and then display total number of char, whatever the value is, which is 5, right? It will display 5. Then it will go and look at this variable called text, and inside the variable text is the word hello, okay? And it will start from location 4. So you will do 1, 2, 3, 4, which is L, okay? Take the L and it will store it inside the variable called ch. So we are expecting console.write line for this variable, this line, it should display L. I press enter. Yes, it does that. Is that clear? Yes? Okay? Okay. Right. One more thing I need to explain. Okay, so the next one. Let me explain the next one. Now, I'm going to change that back to, let's say 2. Okay? Okay, we'll change it to 2. And this one, actually, let's do this. Let's change it to 1 and make this 2. Because this is the how many amount of characters it should return. Okay? And store it into this variable. So what will happen now? If I run this, now, again, if I type in, again, hello, hello, okay, if I press enter, it will first obviously run the len function, go and calculate, you will calculate, there's 5 characters there, store the number 5 into this variable called num, then display total number of char, and then it will display 5 there, and then the mid function, what it will do is go and analyze this variable called text, and we know inside the variable text is the word hello is there. Start from location 1, which is location 1 is h, and then return 2 characters. In other words, it should return, I'm expecting h and e should be returned onto the variable called ch, and console.write line ch, it should return he. Okay, if I press enter, there you go. Can you see that? Okay, total number of char is 5, and then you return he because you're supposed to return 2 characters. One more example, okay? One more example, okay? So, if I'm going to change this, I'm going to put 3, okay? And I'm going to basically I'll keep that. Actually, no, let's do this one first. I'm going to change this to 3 and return 2 characters. Run. Okay. And I'm going to write hello, Hello. And if I press enter now, okay, what do you think you will return? For the len function, you will still return 5, total number of char, okay, and then you do 5. But for this one, mid function, okay, you will go and analyze the variable called text. Start from the location 3, which is 1, 2, 3 is L, the first L, and then you will from L you should return the next 2 character, which is another L. In other words, you return 2L into the variable ch, and you will display, okay, LL. Okay, press enter. Yes, you can see total number of char is 5, and it displayed, okay, LL. I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to change this to 3. Okay, if I run it, okay, I want to see, okay, if you can come up with the answer. Now, if I type in computer science, okay, if I press enter, who can tell me what will be displayed for the len function? What would you return? Okay, what would you return? You got first word there here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, space 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It should say this line should say total number of char is 16. Okay, then it will go and basically look at the variable text and then basically look at location 3. What is location 3? Location 3 is 1, 2, 3, that's M. And then you will also return how many characters? 3. So starting from N, 3 characters returning. M, P, U. We are expecting M, P, U to be returned. If I press enter, nearly finish. There you go. Total number of char is 16. And the 3 character that is stored inside CH is MPU. Is that understood? Yes? Good. We stop.